And now we're pulling out of the anchorage at 8 a.m. and this was a real good one. However, if you anchor anywhere near that slow speed manatee sign and the little red dock, whoever's on shore has a load of peacocks. And I don't know if you've ever heard a peacock squawking in the middle of the night, but it gives a blood-curdling yell. And so that's so I can't recommend this particular spot on that for that. However, you could go anywhere up the shoreline here, and you know, good holding and wind protection, the whole bit. Same for the opposite shore. If you got a west wind, you can get right up next to the shore and have 10 feet of water. And our position, mile 905 for that anchorage, is right up in here. Alright, and this is our site picture coming into the bridge at Cocoa Beach, beyond the right. Another set of power lines are ubiquitous down here, and we're going to go through the Cocoa Bridge here. And he's bringing her right on through. In the distance there's a vehicle assembly building at NASA. They were used to build a massive Saturn V rockets. Now, when I was a kid, we'd go out, and my hometown was Claremont, which is 100 miles away, and we could read a newspaper by the light when they went up. It was like being at in the daytime at sunset. That's how massive those things were. That's the attitude from Deltaville, Virginia.
Well, do we pass or what? What about this? Oh, he's opening.
Yeah.
I'm going to slow down a little.
All right. Works for me.
Alrighty.
He's opening up the bridge. Now you might have to bear to the right on that, near the right wall fender, and let that other sailboat go through, because we got the room.
Got it. Got it. Is it okay?
Yep.
Addison Point Bridge, this is sailing vessel Fly Verde. Thank you for the passage and have a good day. Over.
Tell them what we're doing.
Yeah. And sailboat southbound, the MIschief trawler is going to be taking you on your port side.
Copy that.
Good job. Well, 66 feet on this one on the tide we're going through. And now we've reeled in Titusville proper. And we'll start working on New Smyrna next. That's about 35, 40 miles up the pike. Got some mooring balls out here, the anchorage. Channel starts getting tighter as we go through. We're going to go through some railroad bridges up ahead. And this is the railroad bridge that served the Kennedy Space Center. Actually, I don't know how much it's used now. Of course, NASA's largely defunct. There you go, there's Titusville in the background. Now, as we come out of the bridge, this is one of those places you got to kind of pay a lot of attention to. There's a lot of little 1-foot areas in here. All over bridge there. And we're coming through the all over canal right now. Just gonna pan around. How y'all doing? This is kind of non-stop catching fish in here. It is really, really good. Excellent fishing.
Got one.
Yeah, sure enough, and he's got one. We're gonna come right out of the cut. Swing around 44 here, and we got our lighted green. Take us right on up the lagoon. As you come out through the cut, as you look off to your starboard, you'll see some white dots in the distance. And those are actually the condos up at New Smyrna. You're around the marker at 60, and up in the distance you can see the bridges at New Smyrna. New Smyrna Causeway coming up. A little anchorage in here and ahead of it. A lot of northbound, they're camped out here. Or the last bridge in New Smyrna Beach. There's before we go up to Ponce Inlet, there's a shot at the restaurant on your right, starboard. Got a junction here. We're going to swing around and go behind on the protected part of the intracoastal. To starboard, you go out Ponce Inlet. That was about 1978, 1979, I guess, somewhere in there. I was fishing on that, below the lighthouse on that bank over there, that white spit of sand. And about a 60-foot fisherman came in through the inlet, and right in front of me, right in front of the Coast Guard station there, he went down. It was just like he hit a whirlpool and went straight, just disappeared. I couldn't believe what I'd just seen. And you know, that's a vision I see every now and again of them, that huge vessel just getting sucked right in. So the crew was lost, as I recall. You could look up the 78, 79 era newspaper and certainly find it, but if you go out Ponce Inlet, or you get anywhere near that thing, respect it. Now there's a shot of the Port Orange span, and the Daytona spans are right beyond. The plan right now is to just get anywhere north of this Daytona Beach Municipal Yacht Basin, because this is like the first good weekend of the season, and they are going to come pouring out of here going south, the big battle wagons. 21, 22 feet, looks like the lowest that you'll encounter coming up this way. Just know what you need. Just come past the first bridge, and we're going under 3, and then the anchorage is just beyond that. I'm doing what I said I normally don't do. We're going here right at this anchorage right here. Been in here before. It's shallow, so most people don't take it, but we can. We've got a 2'9" draft, so we can do it. Slight change of plans. Now that's the anchorage right in there, and a little boat ramp. we're going to go right on through, and you see where this boat is right back there? There's 9 feet of water right in there, and I like that protection from that little spit of land. So we're just going to zip right back in there and have it relatively to ourselves. Pork chops, greens, and corn. We had a 10.5-hour day today. We went from Cocoa, Titusville, New Smyrna, Daytona Beach, 72 miles.